Our busy day of NHL news continues. Now we have an NHL trade to discuss, this time between the Predators and the Penguins. We'll discuss the deal coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, it's already been a busy last 24 hours of news. Of course, we had the big news coming out of Toronto about the change in captaincy, which is supposed to be officially announced by the Leafs tomorrow. And then, of course, we had the big offer sheet situation involving the Blues attacking a couple of the RFAs with the Edmonton Oilers earlier today. Now we have a trade between Pittsburgh and Nashville. It's crazy how you can have so many days in the offseason where it's slow and not a lot to talk about. And then all of a sudden everything happens at once. Kind of a weird day in that sense. But the Pittsburgh Penguins have made a pretty good trade here. Actually, in the GM report card series that I'm been doing and working on right now, I actually recorded the Penguin video yesterday morning, but I haven't posted it yet because we've had other news that have come up, like the other stuff we talked about, the offer sheets, the Matthews captaincy and all that. So I kind of held it back a day. And well, now, of course, it's going to be a little bit different because this move won't be in there. So when you watch that video, just keep in mind that the trade that we're talking about now hasn't happened yet. But they get Cody Glass from the Nashville Predators, along with a 2025 third-round pick and a 2026 sixth-rounder. So they get Cody Glass and 2 draft picks in exchange for prospect Jordan Frasca, who's a left shot centerman, 6'2", 190 pounds. He's 2 years pro and mostly played in the East Coast League. So basically a prospect at this rate that's not likely to make it to the NHL. So this is a clear case really of a cap dump by the Nashville Predators. Of course, we know they were busy in the early part of the offseason making some big signings. I mean, they got Stamkos and Marchessault and Brady Shea. They were busy. They spent a lot of money, and now they're looking for a little bit of relief and some flexibility. So moving Glass's contract will certainly accomplish that. Kyle Dubas with the Penguins, who I just got done really giving them a really hard time in that video. Like I said, it's not posted yet, but it's all ready to roll. It's loaded up on YouTube. I just didn't publish it because of the other news. And like I said, in that video, I gave Dubas a hard time because he didn't really do a lot to make this team better this offseason, in my opinion. Bringing in Kevin Hayes before this was his big move. I'm like, listen, I know some trades are tough, and I know you get some big contracts there and, some veterans that you're trying to keep things competitive around and whatnot. But, I thought they could have done more to try to make this team better. At this rate, a lot of people don't think they're going to be a playoff team this year. They now have a streak going the other way, waiting for a Crosby extension. It's not done yet. And this isn't going to be like a big savior trade or anything of that nature. But to me, it's a good deal because they get 2 draft picks, which are good assets for the future. And they get Cody Glass, who's still a young player, former first-round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. Hasn't quite lived up to expectations. He's bounced around a little bit. But during his time in Nashville, he's probably played better there than anywhere else. Like, definitely there more so than when he got down in Vegas. And I think the kid has potential still. And even if he doesn't work out to be a star for you, you hopefully get some quality games at the very least, and you get a couple of assets, and you give up an asset that really wasn't anything detrimental to your organization. So all in all, I like this deal. Dubas needs to do more of this. It helps them get younger, helps them get a skilled player in the lineup, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's not going to be a massive, trade of the year candidate or anything of that nature. Small and simple, take advantage of other teams' cap situations, and he's done that. So I like the trade. I do like Cody Glass. It's unfortunate he hasn't quite lived up to the first round hype that he was taken with in Vegas. He had a really solid career in the Western League before he turning pro, and for whatever reason, it just hasn't quite worked out to be a bigger star player at the NHL level. But here we are. So let me know what you think of this trade involving the Nashville Predators and the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'll be back a little bit later with another video recapping the rest of today's news around the entire NHL. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.